Welcome back, everyone, to the Season of Ghosts. In our last session, our group of adventurers continued on their explorations of the area around Willow Shore for a bit before returning home to rest, relax, update the Great Willow on your accomplishments and speak with them, investigate the site of the governor's house where it had vanished and try and find some insights there, and deal with just a few bad dreams about butterflies. Or was it real? Who knows? Certainly not me. But you also did your best to assist the townsfolk, asking about, seeing who all needed help, doing your best to make yourselves useful to the townspeople of Willow Shore. And you've picked up a few jobs, a few things you've been asked to accomplish. When and how you wish to accomplish those is up to you, though. You have already managed to go and investigate the old Willow Shore expansion that has since been abandoned, but old Motsky was believing might be a solid place for you all to, or for the town to set up some extra farmland if you guys aren't able to reestablish connections with Karahai by the time the fall sets in and you have to start thinking about preparing for winter. You've also been asked by Yongwu Shu to help out with the problem she's been facing with being a bit understaffed and overworked with orders for weapons and armor to help protect the town, which you have offered to assist with some of the forging of. You've been asked by Yun Mong Un of the Woodcarvers Guild to help collect peachwood from around the region, such that she can go ahead and craft some rarer fulus that might help the town and its people protect itself from ghosts and monsters in the region. And you've also offered to assist Kim Sun Chung with rebuilding the ranch in Willow Shore. While the barn itself and the surrounding fence have been repaired well enough to function, he does need help with recovering the animals that have fled and potentially making some small improvements to make sure it doesn't blow down if a major storm occurs. You also traveled up to the Eyes of Fumiyoshi and managed to collect the second pearl left behind by the previous owner of the Cerulean Tea House, thus technically making you all official owners of the building now. What fun. You can do with that whatever you wish.
Passive income, let's go.
But you also decided to head further west from there, begin mapping out the northern and western borders of this curse that the town is currently trapped in, only to come across something different. A more physical wall along the western front. A wall of solid-looking mist filled with ghosts and beasts, all trying to escape, pushing to pull themselves out before being torn back into its depths by some unseen force. And that is where we pick our story back up tonight. Late in the evening, the sun near fully set, and you all standing before this wall of ghosts. And thus I ask you the question, what would you like to do?
What the fuck is that?
I'm muted. We should probably just camp here, right?
Who's gonna stick their hand in?
Let's counter the
It's
wall of
nighttime,
ghosts. Let's counter the wall of ghosts with a wall of recall knowledges.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
I went to search my religious knowledge to see if I ever heard of this before.
What in the shit is that?
Ah, that's okay. I'm not surprised.
We got rolled nat 20, guys.
The highest roll, just for posterity's sake, because it's funny, was a 5.
Whoa.
You all rolled like garbage.
Let's get it all out of the way.
Dang. I've never read anything like this before.
Did you all see that? Something pressed against it and got yanked back. It's I'm gonna guess this is the evil they're detecting.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it at the wall.
You do my favorite things, Ishino. Do you know that?
It was either that or like a stick.
I want to be farther than 10 feet away.
Oh,
I have a
okay.
10-foot pole.
Good
That's my
call.
next way to do it. Is I'll just kind of put the 10-foot pole in somebody's back and push them towards the wall.
Do you actually have a 10-foot pole?
I do.
Oh, interesting.
The rock, you toss it into this wall, and it very quickly just comes flying back out from the exact same place where it entered, digging a small furrow into the ground where it lands.
No,
It's a little bit
interesting.
different than the previous wall.
A little bit.
It's like comes back with a fair bit of force.
Are there any like
it was
moving
about
shapes that
accurate
respond
for
to
the
that?
force put in. The ghosts or figures within the wall do not react in any obvious way. No.
And do we hear sounds coming from beyond the wall, or is it just like these images pressing through the wall?
Just the images. You can see the figures that are trapped within it look as if they're screaming, but you only hear silence from them. In fact, being this close to the wall, you don't hear anything.
Alright, I'll make a note of that.
That creepy. It's eerily quiet.
You don't even hear your own voice.
Whoa, what?
Oh,
We're
You all
silent?
walk away
see
now.
Cyan open his mouth and mutter something. Only Ishino actually hears what he says, though.
What? Speak up.
Time to
He
recall
said-
some knowledge.
I'm speaking up. Just realize I'm not hearing myself.
Oh, Gaius, jumping into the pile of bad recall knowledge rolls. What the fuck?
Well,
What is
You-
this?
you gotta use the air through you to make noise.
I'm just like,
Is he
I'm
the
gonna
only one who can't hear?
I point away from the wall and start walking that way, hoping that others would maybe follow.
Yeah, I was
Is
already
Cyan
walking
the only
with
one who we can't hear, or
No, when you speak up as well, you know you're talking, but you can't hear yourself. Others can see you moving your lips, but no sound flows out.
weird?
but Ishino does?
Ishino hears, yeah, he had stepped away.
Oh, he stepped away. Okay. I follow Ishino's orders and kind of step out.
Sure.
Hello?
I follow. Mom.
Voice back.
Once you guys step about 10 feet away from the wall, sometimes about 15, it seems variable, you suddenly begin to hear yourselves again, finally.
Right. It's even freakier. So
I think we
su-
should.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Sorry, I suggest we don't sleep here.
No,
Why
we should.
not?
I mean,
Uh,
it would be
travel
really
as
quiet.
long. No, and no.
You ever slept in dead silence? It's amazing.
It's horrible. It's terrifying. Yeah, I think we should travel for as long as we can back away from it, and then make plans to return to Willow Shore to report this.
Shouldn't we just finish mapping it first?
I mean, we
We're
could,
so
but if
close to
something,
finishing the western side.
but if something happens to us, then the town doesn't know about this.
But it may be better to spend our time wisely, map it first, instead of coming back at the slightest strange thing we've seen.
Yeah, I have to agree here, Kuramori. I think it's more efficient just to map this entire area. And just be careful and try to stay away from those, whatever those images are.
I will shrug and like, all right. Seems I'm outvoted.
We can just get slightly out of sight of the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
Camp.
The wall itself is only about
Definitely.
50 feet tall.
It's like deep night round, right?
By the time you guys finish your experimentation, night has definitely fallen.
Right. We should camp a little further away.
Are we able to get like a full hex away from it, or is that
Not at this point.
no? Okay.
But you could definitely get a solid distance away from it.
Yeah, just like boundary of a hex.
Yeah. It's also pretty easy to get it out of sight. The wall itself is only about 50 feet tall. So once you
let's do
move
that.
back in the tree line a decent bit, it's fully out of sight.
I want it fully out of sight, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, can I sleep on a tree branch or something?
You want to keep the wall in sight?
I think so.
And
I mean,
it
you
helps
could do your
if
watch
a
from a
giant
tree.
undead Godzilla comes out of there. So.
Yeah, I think I'll keep my watch on a tree. Just, I think we're probably taking watches, right? So,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do my watch like I have full view of what's going on.
Okay. That's your funeral. What's the
What do you
watch
say?
order?
Same as
I'll
before.
be,
We're not like 10
Yeah.
feet away from it. We're like
I'll be like
I
that
know.
watch.
a couple 100 feet at least. Looking and just. Okay, I just want to make sure we're all clear here.
Yeah, what's the boundary of a hex, Jericho?
Well, each hex is 2 miles.
So, yeah, definitely not.
That didn't work.
Good try. If you guys want to like line your tokens up in the order of your watch, that's probably just a solid, easy way to keep track. Like leftmost is first watch, rightmost is last watch. Thank you, Ishino.
Yeah, Ishino, I'll do the 4th.
Like this.
Well, I
Wait,
think
what-
Ishino was planning on taking the last watch, so he should... Oh, I did say leftmost, didn't I? Rightmost for last watch, leftmost for first watch. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I can't English.
No worries.
I can start it.
Okay. Sold.
Do we
We
want?
don't need 4 watches, right?
You can... Everyone can take a watch.
Oh, okay.
It is technically the more watches you take, the shorter the overall rest period is to ensure everyone gets the 8 hours of rest that they need.
Okay.
Do we want this create some light for the evening, or do we not want light?
What a wonderful question.
Does the mist or does this wall emit light?
It does not glow, no.
Okay.
I only say that because
What temperature is it outside?
because 3 of us don't have special senses. One has low light and one has dark vision, so.
Yeah, I guess light sounds good.
Okay, I'll create 4 balls of light in around a perimeter around our camp.
Sure. What were you asking, Ko?
Just like how cold it is tonight.
Not terribly. It is still relatively early summer, so it's actually a pretty warm evening. A bit muggy, not the most comfortable due to the humidity.
So
but
yeah, we don't need a fire.
No, you would not need a fire to keep warm.
This is our order, I guess.
All right. Well, then everyone can go ahead and give me those perception checks.
Nope, I already did.
I see that.
Hopefully we rolled better this time.
Okay. Well, those are some interesting rolls, aren't they? Soon after everyone beds down for the night, Kuromori,
Yeah.
you are keeping general watch on everything, making sure everything's fine and people are happy, well rested. About an hour into your watch, the ground rumbles slightly underfoot.
Ooh. Like an earthquake or something
Maybe not.
big moving.
That scope, something big moving. You would probably most easily attribute this to as if an enormous tree had toppled over somewhere to the west.
Of course, to the west.
Did you think it wouldn't be?
No, makes sense. How far away did we move from the wall?
I believe you guys are about 200 to 300 feet away, so that Cyan could at least keep an eye on it if he climbed a tree, but it was fully out of sight.
Check distance. 120 feet. Okay. 20, just how far I can move my light. I'll move one of my lights as far in that direction to see if I can notice anything. So I can move it 120 feet.
Yeah.
What-
Getting its
what's
light
the
about 80 feet away from the wall, we'll say.
Okay.
What is the distance of the light it emits?
At my level, I believe
20,
it's
then
20
20.
bright.
Okay.
Yeah, 2020.
Gotcha. That is not close enough to actually see the wall, then. You yourself would have to get closer if you wished to be able to see it.
I don't think I'm willing to do that alone. I don't know if that's necessarily enough to wake everyone. Does it sound like the noise was beyond that?
It does sound like it's coming from beyond the wall, yes.
I'll keep the light over there for now and just sort of keep an eye in that direction.
Sure.
See if anything else happens.
Maybe 20 seconds later,
Oh.
the ground rumbles again. Then again. Then again. Sounding
Okay, I'm going to...
less like trees falling at this time, and perhaps more a bit like massive footfalls.
I will start... I'm going to wake up some people here just to get everyone... Hey, sounds like something big's coming.
Mm. The light. Where?
To the west. In about 20 seconds or so, I feel some sort of rumble.
Pick up my gecko.
Sure. As you kind
I'll
of...
point out...
Go ahead.
I put one of my lights as far away as I can. I haven't seen anything yet.
Yes, Cyan, as you wake up and sort of rub the sleep from your eyes, grabbing your weapon as Kuromori warns you of this. Are you peering out towards the light?
I am, yes.
Okay. You do only have... I love how you woke up the person with low light vision.
Well, at least there's some light.
I'll go over to Ishu. Ishu, wake up! We need your orc eyes.
Why is Ishino running away?
Sleepwalking.
Don't you know, never wake a sleeping orc? That's just a recipe for disaster.
No one ever taught me that idiom.
Well,
I was having the best dream. The bed was moving. It felt so nice on my old bones.
It's because the ground's moving.
Okay. Did you go check it out?
It sounded big. I didn't think it was wise to go alone.
Ishino picks up his crossbow and just starts going, just like, kids these days. Afraid of everything.
Well, we go together.
well, as Cyan, as Kuromori is waking up Ishino for this, are you looking in the direction of the wall? Or are you looking in the direction of Ishino?
No, the wall, definitely.
Okay. Wonderful. Fantastic, even. The wall's not in the range of the light being emitted by Kuromori's spell. At least it shouldn't be. It wasn't a moment ago.
Did you try to wake up everyone?
Sorry?
Sorry?
I was asking if Kuro only woke up specific people or tried to wake up everyone.
I think I would wake everyone up once I noticed how rhythmic the rumblings were.
The rumbling has stopped at this point. When you go to wake up Ishino.
Oh, of course it does.
And, well, because as you're waking him up, Cyan, you're looking at the wall, at the light source at least, and seeing as the wall stretches into the light.
appearing out of the blackness of the night. Just stretching, but not the flat wall stretching forward. Just a part of it. Almost like how it looks when you have your hand under a sheet and push upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And the sheet deforms around your hand. Something seems to be pushing through the wall.
Wall stretchy. Something's coming out of the wall.
I guess to see what it is.
Kind of like that. It's the first thing I thought of when you said that.
Like a etch-a-sketch.
Kuramori, less defined.
Well, yeah, less defined, but like that's.
But
kind of
yes, like something is pushing out of it like that.
Okay.
Gaius, as you are woken up and peer into the darkness over towards the spell of light that Kuramori has cast, doing your best to see, you see what appears to be a shadow. Vaguely humanoid within the wall. A limb, perhaps an arm, pushing against the wall. Slowly, methodically. As
Normal
if...
size?
Oh no, this is massive.
Uh-oh.
This is something like 10 feet tall just for the hand. As it pushes and tests the barrier before it rapidly retracts, the wall vanishing from the edge of the light, and you no longer have any vision on it.
Did anyone else see that?
Did I?
You saw the wall moving. You did not see the shadow within it. Actually, give me a perception check, Cyan. That's only
Sorry?
fair.
Gotcha.
You would have just barely made out the shadow in it, Cyan. You were not able to see the sort of detail that looked like it was testing the wall that Gaius was able to make out.
Not quite, Gaius, although I did see some shadowy thing.
There's something big on the other side. So,
Was this thing walking directly towards us or like near us?
It was near. Not necessarily pushing directly towards you.
Okay. So it's just something trying to break free.
That's what it looked like.
We just happen to be in the area, maybe. Okay.
Let's just keep an eye on it. Go back to sleep.
Ishu
How long has it been?
unbothered. This was
Even
about an
waiting for Ko
hour
to go
into
back to
Kuramori's rest. So he's got another hour left.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye out, I guess.
Kuromori, just wake us up again if anything changes.
All right.
Ishino just fell asleep right away.
That darn old man. All right.
How do you do that sleep?
He just put the unconscious effect on himself.
Oh. Cool.
Thankfully, the rest of your watch and the rest of the night passes in peace, Kuromori.
Yay.
The rest of you are able to sleep, get up for your watches without any issue, and perhaps thankfully not come across any situations like what occurred during Kuromori's rest. You all are free to go ahead and take your long rest.
Long rest? What?
Yeah.
You don't use that term in Pathfinder.
Well, I'm sorry. Your
Yeah,
daily
rested
prep.
for the night, didn't long rest.
Just having fun.
Yeah, what Ishino posted. It's what I was
Yes,
kind of thinking.
That's pretty much exactly it. But only the hand, no head. So, what's the plan for today?
Gaia's question. Is Aoki with Gaius, actually?
He's on me, like in my skin.
What a way to say it.
How
I bear him inside my flesh.
how attached are you to Aoki?
No.
Alright.
I saw where this is going.
Just asking. Didn't even ask yet, but alright.
Interesting that it was knocking trees over, but a rock flew into
Well,
it, even though it came back out. Did it bounce off?
Did
It
we-
went in and then came back out. right?
the rock went in and came back out. The sound of trees falling was probably more likely the sound of its footsteps.
Oh, okay.
It just, at first, because you guys don't come across large creatures walking through the woods, you probably would have attributed it more so to a tree falling. But when it started happening consistently, you might have realized,
Oh, yeah.
that doesn't really seem like trees just falling.
I think we move south and map the rest of this wall and
Yeah, I
Do
agree.
we want to see if the wall has progressed from where we last saw it?
Yeah. We're kind of
Where was
mapping
that rock
section.
that I threw yesterday? I specifically remember where it was on the ground.
It is exactly where you left it.
The wall?
Yep, both the wall
Yeah.
and the rock as you guys head back up to it after finishing your prep for the morning do not appear to have moved at all from where they were.
Well, that's
The
good
im-
at least.
so the merchant he
Agree.
doesn't come this way, right?
He went north before and then he went east.
Yeah, the merchant
Yeah,
goes more
he never
directly
goes
north.
west. Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't gone west yet. And the images that are pushing through the mist, it's consistent, it's constant
Oh, yeah,
thing that's
absolutely.
happening. Okay.
You can see them like swimming throughout it pretty frequently. It's a bit rarer that they like directly try and like push out of it. Maybe from what you can see, once a minute or two, that they seem to be actively trying to escape. But anyone that does is practically
Yanked back.
immediately ripped backwards.
And is it all humanoid shapes? Like humanoid being animal humanoids as well, or is it just like nondescript?
It's
Are there any butterfly souls in this wall?
nothing like that. No. You do see how best to describe this? Sorry. You don't always see the full form of the figure in the mist. Sometimes you only see a limb, a head, a foot, a leg. So, like, when you see what looks to be a heavily furred and clawed paw press outwards and scratch at the barrier, it could be a bear leg. It could also be, like, a beastkin. So, could be humanoid, could be beast. There's not really enough to confirm. Most of the time when you, or pretty much every time you see a full body, though, it is humanoid.
How high is this? Is there a top to it?
Yeah, the wall only extends 50 feet up.
Kind of look sideways at Gaius for a second, and then I'm like, let's go south.
You don't want to fly above it?
He didn't take his share senses today, so.
I mean, you guys could possibly... Oh, okay, we're just moving. Never mind. All right.
I mean, that's another option for later.
On we go.
I'm scared of this tile.
Which one? Oh, the one you're on right now, the Pilgrim's Path.
Yeah, so the A is the start of the path. Okay.
Yeah, so the Pilgrim's Path itself is a road that leads from Willow Shore to the Tansugi Monastery. Everyone give me a recall knowledge roll, actually. I'll pop you guys back over to Willow Shore. You know what would probably be easier to do for you guys? If I just set the navigation for both maps to be available to all players, so you guys can pivot back and forth whenever you'd like. That would be smart.
Nice.
Players can do that?
Yeah. I can set the maps in the navigation to be visible to all players instead of just the GM. And so the players can then choose from the maps they have access to which one they would like to be on.
Neat.
Okay. There's some relatively common knowledge about this, which, funny enough, Ko, at the moment, you don't recall. But everyone else does and could probably relay to you without much issue. The Tansugi Monastery was founded a little under 90 years ago, in the year 7020, by a Sengpochi monk by the name of Ji Hui. It was built around an ancient sugi tree that was said to have mystic properties. Willow Shore was founded originally to support those who built the monastery and the trail that leads to it. That trail is called the Pilgrim's Path. However, where you guys are, where the road reaches the Wall of Ghosts, is also where the road gains a different name, the Road to Enlightenment. It's a 13-mile hike from this point of the road to the Tansugi Monastery that is supposed to be spent slowly, with travelers pausing and spending the night 3 times at 3 different shrines that were built along the way. That were supposed to represent the traveler's past lives, future lives, and current life, turning the hike into a multi-day meditative trip. The strange thing is that pretty much exact point where the Road to Enlightenment should theoretically begin is where the Wall of Ghosts sits.
Of course.
Whether that's coincidence or not, I leave up to you to figure out.
Shall we continue south?
Yeah, I guess.
keep mapping south.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys could probably do about 3 hexes today, since you don't need to just continuously push through the wall to try and map it. You actually have a visual aid at this point. But the wall is strangely much more sort of wavy than the regular curse boundary you're used to. This one kind of sets inwards and pushes outwards a lot further, especially as you guys come to the end of the day. You can see it seems to almost take a very sharp turn to the west.
And I guess this is to kind of Cope's question related to, does the temperature drop nearby when we're near the wall, or is it kind of the same? Okay.
No, it actually remains pretty nice. It is summer, so it's humid but warm. You guys aren't really dealing with any changes in temperature as you approach it.
Do we want to go west and down? Like, I think we've got a pretty good, like, above board kind of view of things. Or is this now, do we want to take the opportunity of being close to a trail on the way back to Willow Shore?
Oh, good question. I think
I'm down to finish the mapping.
Yeah, I think we just continue finishing mapping.
Yeah, I don't think we crossed the river, but I think we go as far as the river, see what it looks like. That's what I mean.
I don't think we can get into that square. I'm getting a wall, so.
It's very weird what's actually available there. You guys can't explore that hex. It's going to require you to go into this one and then up to get there, but that'll be a tomorrow sort of thing.
Okay.
Simply because of how the wall is placed. It goes to here and then traces back to here and up,
Gotcha.
and then down again. It's a funky wall. I cannot show that tile, unfortunately. It's just part of the map.
Seems to border the river on the other side. I wouldn't know that yet, but
Perhaps.
I guess we have to camp here.
Sure. Same watches and everything?
Sure.
You said only 3 hexes, right?
Yeah. So this would be about what you could get done today. As you guys sort of make it to this open hiking trail that's a bit more open. There's a couple deadfalls on the actual path, but it seemingly extends into the wall. So the wall just kind of cuts the path off unnaturally.
And in the player's guide, it said the lumber camp is like around here somewhere.
Yeah.
The lumber camp is over where the road turns into the hunting trail.
Okay.
Check that out on our way home, I guess. Yeah, it was second watch.
Yeah, I can do the same order.
Sure.
Start. I'll do the same thing with my lights.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same thing. I'm gonna do my tree watch.
Okay. Then, let's go ahead and see. All right. Oh, I need my dice. Ugh. Gotta get them out and ready. I don't know why I put them away between sessions. I should just leave them out. Cool. All right. During your watch, just after midnight a little bit, you hear something out in the woods. It sounds a bit like it's almost like a mix between snuffling and a pained groan. It's like
Direction?
east.
Okay. So
I
it
can
sounds
even-
like it's down the path.
I can even give you guys a little map, and feel free to set yourselves where you think you would actually be resting. I just kind of put you all together.
Is this a tree, Jericho?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Are you
I'm there.
sleeping in the tree?
I am.
Okay. Like 10 feet up?
Yeah.
Cool.
So if
Probably
I
would
fall,
have been like over here since we're worried about the wall more than anything. But when I hear that, I'll move here and cast my own light spell.
Okay. Where would you like to place it?
We do that.
That hidden effect's so cool.
I can only place one with each use, right?
Correct.
So it's 20 bright, 40 dim.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work.
And if
So,
you...
enough to
Sorry,
give
go
me
ahead.
bright light, over here somewhere, but dim
Over there
light
somewhere.
between these two lights.
Sure. The sound was coming from a bit closer than that.
Oh, okay.
You caught the sound when it was it was outside of the dim light of the light spell, but definitely like in this area.
Oh, okay. I'll cast it like right here then.
Okay, perfect.
How do I do that? Just drag spell effect light
Boop.
right there.
No, I've got I'll go ahead and configure ownership and put it in the familiars, companions, and summons. I have a little actor for a dancing light
Okay.
that has just a light effect
And I
on it.
will then attempt to seek.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think what I'm going to do there... We're going to go ahead and have everyone roll initiative here.
Oh no!
And everyone who is currently asleep, before you roll, make sure you've got that unconscious effect on yourself.
Whoa. You put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Whoops. I was just putting it on everyone.
Oh man. Daddy 15. Let's go.
Oh yeah, initiative.
4.
Nice.
but
All right. So, Ko, effectively using your first 2 actions on your turn here to cast that light spell, and then you wanted to use a seek action.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me that perception check. Okay, yeah. You can absolutely see in the undergrowth right near where you cast that light a bear. Ooh. A large black bear, but it doesn't look normal.
Okay,
The bear
last
is...
action.
Oh. Sorry?
Okay, go ahead.
Go
Keep
ahead.
describing. Keep describing.
Okay. The bear is decaying, almost. It doesn't look healthy. Its fur is heavily matted, and you can see covered in what looks to be this pulsing green flesh, fur, you're not sure.
Okay. Shouting a free action.
I typically allow attempts to point out as a part of a seek action, simply because I think it's a little silly to have to use a whole action on top of seeking to point something out.
I'm mainly just trying to wake everybody.
I figured. Let me go ahead and I want to check. Do.
Yeah, boy.
So what it will be is at the start of each you can definitely shout out. Each person is going to they'll get an action at the start of their turn to try and wake themselves up.
Okay. So I'll shout.
Sure.
You want to finish what you're saying?
I was going to say, the other way to wake people up, if you're next to them, you can directly use an interact action to shake them awake.
Closest person's up a tree.
It makes it a little harder, doesn't it?
Throw a
So
stone.
I'm gonna shout, "Undead bear! Undead bear!" And then I'm gonna recall knowledge on it.
If you're casting light, that is a 2-action spell, is it not?
Oh, you're right.
So
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
what?
There's 2 of them.
Yeah. This is effectively sharing the bear's space, but I wanted to keep it off to the side just so I could have easy access to the 2 tokens. But it is effectively on top of the bear.
Oh.
A part of the bear would be an easier way to say it.
Let's see.
Maybe we can save the bear.
Perhaps.
But either way, that was my turn. I tried to wake everybody up.
All right. Ishino, if you want to go ahead and give me that perception check to try and wake up.
Yep.
Oof.
I
You know
what
what's
I rolled.
really funny? It's not like anyone's trying to stay quiet. That absolutely wakes you up.
So I'm coming to hearing the sound of undead bear, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will stand up. And
Okay.
grab my crossbow.
Sure.
Pointing in the general direction.
So 1 action stand, 2nd action grab your crossbow.
Can I see from here? I know there's trees, so
Yeah, if you shoot it from there, it is going to have lesser cover to you.
I think I get energy shot just from
Yes.
the initiative. I generally do fire unless told otherwise. Yeah, I think if there's like a sound of panic, he wakes up, hunter kind of intuition, sees a bear, shoots a bear.
Yeah. I'm not going to give you the free action draw your weapon there. That absolutely hits. Stop rolling max damage.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my turn.
Sure. Cyan, up to you. Go ahead and give me that perception check.
Sure thing.
Easy enough to come to consciousness. You are up in the tree, but you hear Ko shouting, and see Ishino already standing up, weapon in hand, firing.
Yeah, and I see kind of the bear from my vantage point, I guess, with the lights and everything. Sorry, is waking up an action or is
Nope, it just happens at the start of your turn. It
Just
would be 1
happens.
action to then stand.
Are there penalties for not standing?
Mm-hmm.
In
You take a
It-
-2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls, and you are
Oh.
off guard.
Got it. All right, I'll stand first action,
All right.
and I'll recall knowledge second action on the bear.
On the bear, sure.
I guess what's kind of infesting it or weird about it.
Absolutely. That is a failure, Cyan. I'm sorry to say.
No worries. Out of, I guess, panic, I'll just shoot.
Okay, go for it. That's a hit.
Nice.
Stop shooting the bear. It's just walking around in the undergrowth.
It's an undead
And
bear.
you guys chose violence.
Go said it was an undead bear.
Well, that is going to bring us
He
to the
said it
bear's
was
turn.
decaying. Like, how
Yogi ain't
long
gonna
is
steal our food tonight.
So,
Yeah, boo-boo.
the bear is going to use its first action to come charging over. Since it has been shot, it is just charging at the first thing it can see, which is Ko. And,
Oh boy.
Ko, it's gonna, like, as it's charging you, it's going to attempt to bite you with its other action here.
Oh boy.
Which, is going to hit.
Whoa.
On a crit, it was close.
Almost just barely missed that crit, but a high damage, 14 piercing to you.
Yikes.
That ends its turn. I'm using the effectively riding PC's rule right now, since this other creature has attached itself to the bear, so they each only get 2 actions apiece on their turns and act on the same initiative. Just for your guys' awareness. So the whatever it is that is on top of the bear is going to lash out at you, Ko. You watch as this, what looks to be decaying, bubbling flesh on the side of the bear suddenly reacts as the bear swipes at you, stretching outward to try and slam into you as well. Thankfully is going to miss, though. But it is going to use its second action to attempt to hit you one more time. Thankfully, you managed to dodge out of the way of the fleshy... It looks like flesh, at least. Trying to jump out and hit you. That is going to bring us to Gaius' turn. Gaius, go ahead and give us that perception check. Easy enough to wake up. The sound of a bear growling and Ko yelling makes it pretty hard to stay asleep.
Well, I shall figure out what that thing is by exploiting vulnerability first.
Sure. All right. That is a bear.
Nice.
It has no weaknesses. Or, I'm
No,
sorry.
that thing on it.
Oh. That thing, as far as you can tell, does not have any weaknesses. However, because you critically succeeded, you are aware it does have some immunities.
Yeah, I see them.
It looks to be an infestation of some sort. So, mental, it probably doesn't have a mind or a will of its own, so probably mental effects. Critical hits might not really do anything to it. There's no vital points you could take advantage of for precision damage. There's also no eyes you see, so visual effects probably won't do anything. And, it probably can't be unconscious either. So, standing up with your second action.
Yep. And I will draw.
Sounds good.
That
All
is
right.
my turn.
Sounds good. Kuramori, up to you. Go ahead and roll that perception
All right.
check.
All right, let's go.
This did not have to be blind, Kuramori.
Oh, oops.
I know this is one of those...
Yeah.
The one time you don't actually have to roll it necessarily blind. So I'm going to reveal it to you in case you want to hero point that, because that's in that one.
Oh. I will hero point that.
Sure. That's going to be the one way you would have stayed asleep.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well, I guess I get the hero point back.
You get the hero point back, but Kuramori is just snoring his way through
Yeah,
this.
Oh my
I
gosh.
am also going to point out that I'm not wearing armor because I was sleeping.
Yeah, if you don't have the comfort trait, your armor should be doffed right now. So, good catch on that, guys. I believe that also means your chainmail should not be on either.
have the comfort.
Perfect. And yeah, Ishino, your leaf weave could not be worn right now either.
Yep, I just took it off.
All right.
What's your point?
We'll ignore the clumsy and encumbered condition on you, Ishino, simply because it could just be, like, next to you. You didn't have to shove it in a backpack. So, yeah, there you go. Sorry, Kuromori, that's no turn for you.
Nope.
Ko, that brings us to you.
I was planning on healing Ko too.
You're just snoring away.
Man.
A really good dream.
He'd still be asleep.
There is an angry bear in front of you.
Indeed. I don't think Ko cares too much about the bear to try and save it at this point.
Fair.
Just like, I need to survive.
Yeah, that bear did a lot to you, huh?
Yep. I wonder if it has AOs.
Who knows? Oh, I do. I suppose.
It's reactive strikes.
Aren't you spatial?
Yeah, I'm having fun because I'm sleeping.
Well, I guess I'll 5-foot step away from it.
Sure.
It went after Gaius, right?
It did indeed.
Okay.
No,
I
sorry, it went
will-
right before Gaius.
Oh, did it? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it went after Cyan.
Well, if I die, I die. I'm gonna cast Floating Flame.
All right. Where would you like that?
We'll put it there. Nope, I
Okay.
didn't mean to do that.
Figure is meant to be
It's
on
only a 5-foot square.
Yes, so you'd place it on like a corner.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Which again,
It
this
hits
thing
both
is
of them, right?
taking up the whole space, so yes. No matter where you put it, it will hit both.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and I'll do the bear's reflex save first, which is a success. And whatever was on top of it is also going to succeed.
Alright, here is the damage.
Pretty good. Alright, they'll both take 5 points of fire damage.
That is my turn.
Alright, Ishino, up to you.
All right. I will reload.
Sure.
I'll reload with my Bane ammunition for animals.
Ooh, alright.
And then seeing my friend over there just get mauled and looking pretty rough, I'm going to try and...
Now, keep in mind, if you want to use the Bane ammunition, you have to actually then activate it before shooting.
Oh, I'm not doing
As
that.
an
I don't
action.
have enough actions to do that. Yeah. Never mind. I lied. I'm not doing that. Just
Okay.
regular ammo.
Sure. That is the downside of magical ammos like that is after loading them, you have to use an action to effectively prime them before you fire.
Right, right. Can I
Yeah.
get to... Okay.
Absolutely.
Shooting in melee is just a triggers attack of opportunities if they have it, right?
Correct.
It's the only penalty.
Which, if you're moving, yeah, there would not trigger one moving to there. So,
We'll find out if they have it. Reload, stride,
shoot.
shoot there.
All right.
You
That's a hit.
Well, we're now doing average damage statistically, so that's okay.
That's classic gunslinger damage right there.
Yup. Let's reload. I'm done.
All right. Cyan, we are up to you.
All right. Question.
Answer.
Hiding is
An
2
action.
steps. Do I need to take cover first, or
As long as you are in an area where you effectively have cover, you can hide.
am I in that area right now?
I'd say being up in the tree, yeah, you could attempt to hide there.
Okay, I'll attempt to hide for my first action.
Go for it. Yeah. It can also be done if you're in an area that you're concealed from, or concealed in. All right. You do your best to sort of hide yourself up against the tree trunk and out of sight of the bear and whatever is on it.
Okay. I won't know if I'm successful, right?
No, because it is a secret check.
It's a secret check.
Yep.
I'll strike it.
Okay. You did successfully hide from it.
Awesome. Make this count.
That definitely hurts it, just barely missing the crit.
That's too bad. Alright, that's fine. I guess it gets sneak attack.
Yeah. You guys have missed the crit like 4 times so far by 1. Honestly, a little tragic.
Yeah. Alright, and I'm no longer hidden, I guess.
Correct.
And for my last action, I'm gonna do a recall knowledge on that thing on top of the bear.
Sure.
Basically what it is.
Absolutely. Looking at it, you do recognize it normally. That's a slime mold. It's an ooze. It's a type of mindless fungus. Though this is a very strange situation for it. Slime molds like this are able to break down and feed on a variety of different creatures, or just substances in general. And that appears to be what it's doing right now. It's sort of digesting this bear while the bear is alive. And that appears to be putting the bear through immense pain.
Right. And sorry, you said that was a strange thing?
It's a bit strange. You don't typically see it like riding around effectively on a creature.
Right.
They won't often, at least from what you've heard, actively try and consume living creatures, simply because those tend to require a bit more effort than simply digesting whatever flora is nearby.
That's a slime mold that's on top of the bear. It's a bit strange. It's digesting a living creature, but that's what it is. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That is going to bring us back to the bear's turn, followed by the mold. They take it at the same time. The bear is going to start off by trying to swing its claw at you, Ishino. Which will miss. And so it's going to do it one more time. As it sort of roars out, swinging madly and wildly. It's very clear now that it's in a lot of pain. And is just sort of lashing out at whatever is nearby. But as it fails to land any strikes on you, Ishino, even without your armor, you're managing to stay nimble and dodge out of the way. The what you know to be a slime mold now is also going to add in its own attacks onto you. And that is where they are going to successfully hit you for the first time, dealing 6 points of bludgeoning damage. they're going to do one more strike on you. Which will be a big old whiff here. And Gaius, that's going to bring us to you.
Here.
All right. And here, let me move that so you can choose to target whichever one you want.
And I shall strike at the slide.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just move it there for you. Beautiful crit.
Oh, it's on
Yes.
the slime, so
Yeah, Shaman is immune to crits. Though, being immune to crits is typically very good if you've got a weapon that is like fatal or deadly, because it'll still take the damage from those. They are just simply immune to the doubled damage. Guys, hit the critical button.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, Foundry's solid enough that it will actually recognize and subtract the damage it should take. There you go. Deal a hefty amount to it with that first strike.
And that is my turn.
All right. Kuromori, would you like to try and wake up again?
Wake up, Kuromori. Wake up.
There you go.
Hey.
You finally blink the
Okay.
sleep out of your eyes.
Huh? The hell's that? I would like to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
My first action. I see Cole is badly injured. So I'm gonna pop up a 2-action heal on him.
Sounds good.
Oh, healing.
Guaranteed full health.
Ooh, look at that, 28.
28 health back. All right, Co. Back up to full without any issue.
Thank you, Carl.
And
Why is there a bear?
It's infested.
It's slime mold.
just in time for your turn, Co.
Let's see here. All right, I will cast Forge on the boost.
Okay.
So there we go. He needs to make a fort save.
I don't want to, but I will, and I will succeed.
4.
6 points of fire to it.
And then I will, with my last action, sustain dancing or the floating flame.
The floating flame? Sure.
One square south. So it's still on top of them.
Right there.
Yeah, and they need to make the reflex saves again.
Perfect. You can go ahead and just put the spell back in chat if you click the picture next to its name. Without using one of your spell slots. Just like that. And the bear will succeed. But the mold will also stop rolling well. Bad dice. Shame on you. Oh, that's a good damage roll, though.
Yeah.
Nice,
7 fire damage to them both.
Alright, yeah.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Sounds good. Ishino, we're up to you.
All right, I'm gonna reload.
Sounds good.
Shoot.
All right, nice and classic.
Hero point.
Oh!
Wow.
Goodbye, bear.
Goodbye, bear.
It was nice knowing you. 15 points of damage. Not actually very much. Oh, the 2 was what got doubled. Yikes. It is still alive following that blow. On death's door, but alive.
Yeah. That's right. I'll just reload.
All right. And that is going to bring us to Cyan.
All right. Yeah. I think the bear's scary. So
You do?
I'm thinking if Cyan will show mercy, but
You can make a
It's been-
non-lethal attack.
with an arrow?
Mm-hmm.
You take a penalty to
If we're going by rules as written, no. I allow non-lethal attacks to be made with any weapon or unarmed strike. It's a little hard to non-lethal a spell, but weapon attacks can be non-lethaled.
It's a -2, right?
Yes, you should have a little toggle on your action sheet.
Yeah.
Bear's
All right.
easy to hit.
Oh, I see it. Non-lethal. Okay. I'll do that then.
All right.
Show a little mercy. I see it's in pain. -2.
That is an exact hit with the non-lethal.
Gotcha.
Dealing 5 points of damage is... Yeah, I will say it's enough. He's on 1. I'll put him out of his misery. He
So
falls
that's-
down to 0.
Non-lethal, and
Yes.
then
He's simply unconscious instead of dead.
right. I'll recall knowledge again on the other one.
Sure.
This time just trying to understand
I'm gonna
why
move the bear to here to switch them
why
just so it's in the
it's-
actual spot.
probably get more info on why it's infesting this bear, even if it's alive. I
Sure.
guess.
The weird part, the more you think about it, normally a slime mold, when it lashes out to a creature that passes by it, which is a more instinctual response, it will sort of slowly follow after them then, as the disease it carries rots away their flesh, and it will then consume them after they have succumbed to the disease. Seeing it sort of clinging to this bear as it went, it's hard to coin the term aggressive to a mindless creature,
Yeah.
because it should be acting on instinct. But actively attaching to whatever it is attempting to consume is not something slime molds do normally that you're aware of. This is almost a degree of, you could say, intelligence.
Alright. I'll summarize all of that and just say it seems intelligent and strike it for my last action.
Sure.
Oops.
Ooh, unfortunate.
That's fine. I'll end my turn.
Alright, that brings us back to the slime mold. Now, since it is no longer riding on top of the bear, it does get all 3 of its actions now instead of just 1. So we're gonna roll
Glad I'm
this
over here.
you. It is going to strike at you first, Gaius. Which is gonna miss. It's gonna do it again. Which is gonna big miss. And one last time, surely I can roll a 15. Nope. Alright, well, I tried. You may retaliate, Gaius.
I'm gonna
Oh,
fake out the
disease for
aim
you.
if I can.
Sure. So, if you're attacking Gaius, Ishino's going to attempt to aid you. Oh!
Oh.
Well. Oh, that is Ishino's aid, not Gaius's attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Sorry.
We were all
Psych.
excited.
Is that a higher bonus? It's a crit?
It is a +2 circumstance bonus to your attack roll, Gaius. Since he's
Yeah, it is.
only an expert
Nice.
with his weapon right now. Oh!
Nice.
Oh, right, it's a slime.
Nice.
Oh, they're immune to crits.
They are, but they also have the world's lowest AC because of that. They're
Yep.
really easy to hit.
That's gonna get halved.
Halved, but Gaius does trigger some weakness damage as well. So that's your first strike, Gaius. That's a hit. For another set of damage. All right.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that on. So, sure. We'll just.
One more for the
Bad
ride
man.
home.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that is not going to do it, though. So you get
That
2
is
strong
okay.
hits on it. But, Kuromori, it falls to you to potentially finish it off.
I shall move up to here,
Mhm.
and I shall call on the power of Prince of the Moon, Tsukio, and I'm going to cast. Give me focus point back, you silly game.
No, I want it.
I'm going to cast Moonbeam.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to
Whoa.
hero point that.
Stop with the ones, Kuromori.
I'll pitch that to a
All
25.
right. Go ahead and roll that damage. 13 points of fire and dazzled for a
Stupid
minute.
one. Yeah.
Ooh. Because a critical hit immunity is just immunity to the double damage from a crit. Not immune to the any additional effects provided by them.
I must be so close to death.
Yeah. That's why crit immunities aren't really as bad, especially at higher levels when you've got like critical specialization effects, because those will still trigger.
Right, right.
Your damage is slightly lessened, but you're getting those triggers a lot more frequently because the enemy typically has a lower AC if they're immune to crits. Well, that's just the case of an ooze. Ko, that brings us to you.
Alrighty. We
Don't
will
burn the bear.
target- Yeah, I know. We'll target the ooze.
Mhm.
And I'll just cast Ignition.
All right.
Because its fort save seems way better than its AC.
Its fort save is a little busted.
It's near death. You know what? I'll move first. Right here.
Okay. I mean, if you don't move, you can then sustain the flaming sphere also.
If I kill it, I won't need to.
Fair.
So, melee, ignition, attack. Okay, I'm gonna hero point.
Go for it. That's a hit.
God. Oh,
An
okay.
exact hit.
Alright, here is the damage.
Sure. 10 points of fire. is not quite enough.
Alright. That's my turn. I couldn't sustain, so that's gone.
Flaming Sphere ends and falls to Ishino to kill it.
All right. I will shoot.
I think it's dead now.
I will roll.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Crazy
enough.
crits.
All right, as the mold finally stops moving and is stabbed and ripped apart by your weapons and magics, thrown from the unconscious body of the bear. What's the plan now? You've got an unconscious, heavily injured bear on death's door with you.
So he'll be unconscious for
A while.
like more than 8 hours, right? I don't know how waking up works.
Not necessarily.
From a minimum of 10 minutes to several hours. It is nebulous. The GM determines how long you remain unconscious. If you're unconscious at 0 hit points but not dying. So, you don't actually know when it'll wake up.
Disease is an 8-hour activity.
It is indeed.
That slime mold was weird. It usually doesn't act like that. It usually just infests creatures that are dying or dead, not alive ones. Almost aggressive. And I'm shouting this from the tree.
So we can all back away and give it a heal and see if it leaves. But
You could.
it gets aggressive again, the archers can just shoot it to death.
I'm gonna reload
I'm gonna ready
before
my.
he heals him.
Let me know your plans, go.
I'm gonna do a ranged heal, so
Here, how about, guys? How about you help me try and roll this bear over farther away from us first?
I'm the strongest one. I can help.
I can aid with.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Let the strong one do it.
I'm gonna aid
Athletics.
if that's okay. As
Sure.
opposed to-
+9. Let's go.
Ishino fails the aid, but thankfully Kuromori is strong enough on his own that he is able to roll the bear a little bit away.
A little to the left,
Just
a little to the right.
roll it onto its back.
alright, so
Tempted to suggest hog tying it, but I'm pretty sure it's strong enough to break anything we do to it.
Most likely.
that might make it freak out too. Hopefully it'll realize it's not in pain anymore. Although it's still diseased. So he could just die on his own later, but alright. Is that where everyone's gonna stand?
Yep, I'm on a tree.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Kuromori's like, wait a second.
My tent's over here. So I'm gonna go in my tent.
Uh-huh. That's the reason you're going over there.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, I'll cast a 2-action heal on it.
Not to be a munch, you do technically have to be 5... Actually, no, I guess... Yeah, if you shoved it to there, you would need to be 5 feet closer, Ko. Just to be a munch. Gotta measure from yourself.
Or does I heal it and shoosh it off?
Alright. Here we go. this living.
Hey, max health back to it. Thanks.
Maybe you should have just done a
And-
3-action heal. That's okay. Give him a fighting chance.
As you let the healing magic loose, which begins to permeate the flesh of the bear and revitalize some of the wounds you all inflicted, its eyes do blink open after a moment. Realizes it's on its back, rolls over to stand up, and sort of looks around, turns and puts like face first in the light that's just floating in the air and blinks, rapidly stumbling backwards slightly.
I'm doing Owen McGrady from Jurassic World right now.
It does look over towards you all after a moment. It kind of looks in your guys' general direction, sees the weapons you all have ready, sort of loudly harumphs to itself, and then begins wandering back into the underbrush.
I should have administered an anti-plague. Oops.
What was that?
I had an anti-plague left. I could have administered it
Oh.
to help it survive, but it's gone.
Oh well.
Yeah, let's not stay too close to that mold. I don't know how that works.
I'll burn it away if I can.
Yes, please.
Absolutely. It's an awful stench, but you can easily take a minute or so and just fully burn it into nothing.
All right. And it didn't have anything within itself, right?
No. Ishino is already asleep again. How does he do that?
Old orc.
He lays down
He just sleeps.
like that. He's out.
And I'll burn another 2-action heal on Ishino since he's hurt.
Sure.
He's gonna get that back when he wakes up.
It's still, he's an old man. He needs his comfort. He's trying to sleep.
That's
I don't
true.
want to hear about his hip in the morning. Anyway. Alright, that was what? How long into my watch?
Maybe a little under halfway into your watch.
Okay. So I'll finish up my watch.
Yeah.
More.
You know what's really funny? Technically, if you healed Ishino, it would wake him up, even though he was willingly unconscious. Just because the wording is, if you are healed, you lose the unconscious condition and can act.
Oh, that's true.
So,
Well, if I didn't manage to heal him before he went to sleep, then I guess he's on his own. I don't want to wake him up.
sure. Well, as you guys all head back to sleep for the night, rest the night away with nothing else occurring during your sleep. Everyone is free to wake up the following morning, go ahead and make your daily preparations. And as you do that, that's where we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. So stand up, stretch, grab some water, do what you need to do, and I will see you all in a few minutes.
Coolness.
Then welcome back. So, as the next morning arrives, the choice is yours what you would like to do today.
I guess we continue mapping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the wall doesn't seem to be advancing, so. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it does progress northwest from here, doing a pretty sharp switchback in the wall. So,
I mean, I think logically it would make sense to go in.
Yeah.
Just to confirm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
sure.
Ooh.
Absolutely. surprisingly enough, you guys make it all the way to the edge of the river without hitting the wall, preventing you from crossing it. You could ford the river if you so chose to.
Now,
You can see the wall in the distance through the trees just past the bank of the river. Maybe a few hundred feet past the river. The wall stretches up into the trees, but there does appear to be a section where the river is passable.
no, I'm not violating Rule 3.
Yeah, this seems like a
Oh, come on.
like a trap.
It's like a trap.
What do you mean? Just jump into the river. There's no ghosts, I promise.
Natch.
Come on. You don't want to?
Nope.
Okay, that's fair. So.
Oh, that's our 3 hexes, I guess.
No, you can do one more southwest of here for today.
Okay.
If you weren't like really fully exploring this hex and you were just kind of focusing on the wall, because the wall is more so like on the edge of these hexes where it is actually preventing you from progressing. So you guys could pretty easily continue along the wall and see that it once more seems to bank west, though at a less sharp angle, as night begins to fall for today.
Then we can, the normal one's here. Okay.
Which you don't technically know, because remember, you have to actually test that.
Yeah.
So you can see it on the map, but personally, your characters would not be aware of that yet. Because even to the north, you have not seen an area where the Wall of Ghosts intersects with the border of the curse. You guys only went to this hex.
Oh, right.
So I do want to ask, because you've spent the last 2 days just kind of following this wall, mapping it down, making notes on the boundary it has created, are you guys doing anything to test it? I know Ishino threw a rock through it when you first found it. Are you doing anything else during this time? Does curiosity get the better of anyone and they try to walk through? Do you have any other ideas for what you'd like to test? Like climb a tree and look over it?
The familiar could fly over it, right?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, guys?
Yeah, let me actually press the button now. I will do shared senses.
You can do flyer and share senses so that Aoki can fly up.
Pull them out and shoot them to the sky.
All right. As Aoki flies... Is Aoki flying just straight up to look over the edge, or is Aoki trying to fly over the wall?
Look up and over first.
Just up, just straight up and looking to start. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. As Aoki flies up in the air and you take the time to look through Aoki's eyes and take in the surrounding scenery, you see a beautiful scene. Forested mountains to the west.
How thick is it?
Well, the fog sort of... This mist sort of permeates the entire area, but a lot of the area extends up into the sky because it is mountainous. So you can see the tops of the trees and everything over the wall without much issue, but it does appear to just progress fully and just sort of extends indefinitely outwards. This fog.
Try to fly over it.
Give me a perception check for Aoki. Blind, please.
Fantastic. Right.
Okay. It's tough to say, but it does look like this wall thins, lightens as it progresses further and further away. It's almost like if you were to try and fill a room with gas from somewhere, from one end, and there was a glass pane in the center of the room where all the smoke would sort of billow rapidly up against that glass pane and climb up it, and all sort of focus there as it remains a little bit lighter near its entrance point. But does appear to be getting slightly lighter to the northwest.
Does the wall have like a definite ceiling as far as Yoki could see?
I mean, the wall only goes up 50 feet.
And that's consistent throughout as it thins outwards.
It appears to be, yeah. It's almost like a plane that matches the slope of the terrain, climbing as the mountain climbs.
Oh, it reaches the mountains.
Oh, yes.
Bottom of the mountains. Okay.
I mean, the mountains start, like, here. The mountains start really close to you guys.
Got it.
I'll have them try to fly over.
Okay. Are you sure?
No, not really, but we gotta learn.
Alright. Are you sharing Aoki's senses when Aoki attempts to fly over?
Yes.
Oh, you damnable fool. Best of luck to you. I wish the best for your survival. I need a will save from you, please. And Aoki.
Oh, okay.
That is a critical fail for Aoki. And a regular fail for you.
Oh, good.
That's a high DC. Holy shit.
As Aoki flies forward, taking that first bit of movement over the edge of the wall, all of you watch as that 50-foot tall wall rapidly surges upwards, nearly instantly engulfing Aoki.
Oh.
Guys, you're sharing Aoki's senses as Aoki enters this wall. And you immediately feel and watch dozens of these ghostly figures swirling up through the fog, grabbing at you, reaching into you, pulling at something in Aoki that is not physical, but it is an integral part of him. To the point that it feels like it's pulling your soul out, or at least attempting to. Before the very next moment after this instantaneous experience of some things trying to rip your soul away, the fog recedes. You can see Willow Shore in the distance. You are now facing east, flying in that direction. Aoki is going to take double this for 18 points of mental damage, and you are going to take 9 points of mental damage. You are also frightened 1. Aoki is frightened 3 and fleeing.
Aoki is dropping from the sky.
Oh no! Oh! Oh boy.
Ouchie, no!
You all see the fog recede just as quickly as it shot upwards. Aoki now facing the opposite direction, flying quickly eastwards before taking a dive and plummeting.
Is it somewhat close to where we are?
I mean, I figured you just shot Aoki straight up from where you were, so yeah, not too far.
Try to catch him as best as I can.
So, a legitimate question that I have, how high up was Aoki?
Just enough to be over the wall.
So about, like, 55 feet up?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. You're trying to catch Aoki. Go ahead and give me a reflex save. Okay. You are going to take a little bit of damage because you're catching just a falling creature straight into your arms. Let's see. In total, I'm going to have you take about... you'll take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. But Aoki will take a little bit as well as you catch. Being unconscious means Aoki is going to immediately hit dying 2, though. But, thankfully does not impact the ground, which could have dealt enough damage to near instantly kill Aoki due to massive damage. What do the rest of you do? You see Aoki come flying out, fall. Gaius manages to catch the dragon, but it is very clearly in bad shape.
How far away are they from me?
Oh, you guys are all like 10 feet away from each other. You're not far.
3-action cast. I'll do a 3-action cast of rank 2 heal.
Sure, just to heal Aoki, heal up Gaius a little bit. Absolutely. Yeah. 7 health back.
Oh.
All right.
Is Aoki still unconscious?
No, that wakes Aoki up.
I'll do another dangerous thing and immediately absorb Aoki.
Sure.
Yeah, I really don't understand that part. Is Aoki gonna be okay, guys?
I don't know. Those things in the wall tried to take something.
Yeah, it appeared so.
They're ghosts. They're probably trying to rip his soul away.
Maybe.
It seemed to affect you too, though. Is it because Aoki and you have like some essence shared together or something?
Yes, I was viewing through it when you went through.
Oh, I see. What did Aoki see from up there?
Everything was normal, and what was it, south?
West.
Further west, it started to thin out.
Oh, I see.
While this conversation's going on, I would like to do a treat wounds on Ouchie.
Aoki has been absorbed by Gaius.
Never mind.
You could treat wounds Gaius.
All right. Oh, I was thinking because he would have had a wounded condition, so.
That's fair.
Oh, wait, I'm stepping.
Well, I think you can still.
Yeah, absorb familiar says you can heal or assist familiar ones.
Yeah, you just have to know that whatever the mark is Aoki.
Oh, okay.
Well, there you go.
All right. Well, then he'll be fully healed and lose that wounded condition.
All right. Fantastic. Would you look at that?
And the mist rushed up to get Aoki.
Yes.
That wall seems to be a much more aggressive version than the mist wall.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I guess no one really among us could fly or anything like that. But I guess that's also not an option for people who could do that. It's good info to know.
Yeah, painful lesson, but a good one.
Shall we continue mapping then? Or does anyone else have any experiments they want to do?
No, I don't.
Mainly miffed. We can't fucking just fly over this thing if we learn how to fly.
Exactly. And yeah, I have no plans of trying to get into the wall myself.
You sure?
Not even with a 10-foot pole.
I'll support you if you want to try. You guys get a lash 5 10-foot poles together and try and vault over the wall.
No.
Surely that couldn't go poorly.
I don't think physics works that way.
Well, you're right.
Oh, before
But
I
who
forget,
cares?
Gaius and Ishino should probably put your armor back on. I see your ACs are
Is this
terribly
explorable without going in the wall?
I'm sorry?
Is this hex?
No. So come tomorrow, when you guys follow the Wall of Ghosts westwards, you'll only get an hour or two into travel before all of a sudden your entire group is swallowed by the fog and spit back out, and you find the connecting point between the two.
Alrighty, here be.
We're at the end of our day already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's popping on to the next day.
I think we should
rest.
Second watch percent.
Yeah. Good old watch rolls.
Watch rolls.
How far down are you? Oh, yeah.
I'd say you guys could, if you wanted to at this point, you could spend about 2 days once you realize you've hit the curse border again to just complete this entire mapped boundary, if you so wished to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's sort of the line of thinking I had.
Yeah.
Then you can determine.
Did you guys want to go to the lumber after that? And then head back down this road? Or...
I think we should.
Yes.
'Cause we knew there was somebody was sensing it, right?
Yeah, someone sensed evil to the west. It could be the wall, but maybe there's an evil person here.
Yeah, you should check it out.
Maybe.
All right, so I'm just revealing the map.
Yeah, as you guys.
Fog of War.
I want to do our watches or.
No, you guys don't need to do watch rolls if we're just cutting through time like that.
Okay.
As
And
that
just
will.
diagonal straight up to the.
Sure.
Well, I guess we could go around this river, but.
Yeah.
So how many days? How many days we're looking at there?
You should eat, for getting to this point where you sort of finished the wall and reconnected your map, you should use 3 days of rations.
Gotcha. Where are the rations? Where's the rations?
And funny enough, it has been just over a month that this entire campaign has taken place now.
We have 2 more months to accomplish all our goals.
Yeah.
1 month, good to know. I've stopped trafficking the days. So there are lots of fast forwards.
That's why you got me here, to keep track of your time frame. The summer solstice, the campaign started on the 21st day of Serenith. It is, when you guys wake up this next morning after completing the southern map, the 23rd of Erastus, which is the following month. So, you've got just about a week left of the month, followed by the entire month of Eridus, and then the majority of the month of Rova before fall hits. So,
All right.
Alright.
Can we get here in a single day?
yeah, I think you guys could reach up to the lumber mill in 1 day. You'll probably be approaching it as evening as the sun is setting. At that rate, if you guys are okay with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is a bit interesting, to be entirely honest.
Don't say that.
Why not?
I don't like when GMs say that.
Oh boy! All right, this should be neat. As you guys approach the lumber mill from the north, you see a number of pretty large log piles, maybe about 15 feet tall, stacked in a narrow clearing, secured with like heavy, rusty chains. There's a trail that winds north. And then there is a large wall of just like spiked wooden logs that make up the wall of the lumber camp. You can see over the wall there are a few long buildings inside. I suppose I should confirm at this point what exploration actions everyone is taking.
I think we would probably see it in the distance, right? I think as we were getting closer, I would probably go back into avoiding notice.
Sure.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, the log fence is maybe about 15 feet tall, sharpened to a stake with each log. There is a set of heavy-looking wooden doors to the north.
I could do a follow the expert. I could do some stealthiness as well.
You could, yeah. Ishino, did you mean to roll thievery there?
Nope.
Is it the same modifier as your stealth?
It is.
Okay, perfect. I'll just keep that then.
How do I draft
Maybe sneaky.
avoiding notice?
Like the effect onto your sheet, or...
Onto the party I guess.
Yeah. If you're in that party sheet, if you click on the picture of your character, it brings you to your sheet. It's your actions, just exploration.
Oh,
and
there
you
you
set
go.
what's active.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just click active for the ones you want.
Perfect.
And Ishino, are you an expert in stealth?
No. I don't know.
You are expert in crafting.
Yeah.
I am.
Cyan's an expert in stealth, so yes,
Yep.
someone could follow the expert if they wished with you.
Everyone could try to follow the expert if they want, and only Gaius needs the roll. Because of quiet allies.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
you could use just the lowest person's roll.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Gaius has a plus.
Well, Ko and Gaius have already rolled for searching. However, if they would like to not be paying attention, you're just focused on stealthing, you absolutely could switch, and I'll just ignore your perception checks.
Oh, actually, yeah. Quiet allies, does it need to be everyone?
I believe it is between you and the people following the expert. You all
okay.
roll a single stealth check using the lowest modifier. So if like Kuromori is following you right now, then you could either have both of you roll or just let Kuromori roll and take whatever he rolled.
Yeah, and he'll get like a bonus on rolls.
Yeah. That's already counted.
Nice.
Zero.
Yeah, I'll use Kuromori's roll.
Okay. Kuromori, have you gotten your necklace uncursed yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I did that. Oh, is
I
that still
thought
chicken?
so. The effect was still applied. It will no longer apply, though. I just
Oh,
got rid of it.
I thought you were. Oh, I thought you did that last session.
I might
Yeah,
have meant
someone
to.
did. Who was it?
That was Elizabeth
Eliza?
Yes,
Yeah.
Eliza.
or Eliza. Oh, I can't keep all
Okay.
my character names mixed up.
This is. I should also ask, do you guys have any light sources following you? Because night is setting in at this point as you approach the lumber camp.
I would probably not have my light sources out
Okay.
unless
Do we just
someone
wanna
asks for
camp?
it.
Do we just want to camp outside the lumber and then come in the morning?
Are there any light sources coming from the camp?
Give me a perception check. You can see a faint flickering of light over the wall.
It's probably another fire that we should ignore.
It's up to you guys. If you want to walk in here at night, that's fine. I'll do it.
No, I think we should try to camp out here.
Yeah, just knowing that there seems to be activity here. Probably enough. If they've been here a while, probably. Maybe. I'm just assuming.
They could be from town gathering supplies too. But
No, from what I know, the lower camp was.
Lumber camp's
Abandoned.
abandoned as far as you're aware.
oh, it's been abandoned.
Yeah.
There should be no activity here.
Yeah, so I guess we best be careful
Yes,
and
I see that now in the player's guide. Okay.
I will not do my light trick for this watch.
So you guys are
Mm.
resting with all light sources off, correct?
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
so.
And
Yeah.
how close to the camp are you guys?
I don't think we want to be that close if we're trying to rest and not be
Yeah.
stumbled upon. Like if there's light sources and activity, and there's walls, closed gates, it's like you wouldn't build those walls for no reason, right? So I'm thinking more of like a fort than a typical camp, and that probably means there's people that would be on watch on the other side of things. So like
Agree.
I'm thinking farther
We're
away.
talking like half a mile or something.
Yeah, is it across this kind of this river?
But we had to go around the river, so
Yes, it
we
is
came
on
from-
the,
we're
the
coming from
eastern
north.
side of the river. And pretty much right up against it, the water. The southwestern wall is 15-20 feet away from the edge of the river. Because there's a little pier that they use because they would ship lumber down the river instead of carrying it overland when this place
So
was in use.
So does this lumber camp look like it's been built up from where it used to be? From like when it was abandoned?
Give me a recall knowledge roll.
Sure. Let me just pop back to Willow. Bam.
It doesn't necessarily appear any more well maintained than how you're aware of. It's, I mean, it's just a lot of wood for the most part, so it hasn't been abandoned for too terribly long. As I recall, it's only been abandoned for around 3 years.
Right.
It looks, if anything, it looks clean from the exterior. Like the chains on the lumber piles are rusty, of course, but where you might expect like wild grasses to be climbing up, maybe some vines or whatnot climbing up the sides of the wall, there don't appear to be any.
Okay. So it doesn't look like someone turned into a fort or anything, but it looks like it's cleaner than it should be.
Yeah, like someone hasn't upgraded but may have maintained.
Okay.
So as far as I could see, are the logs beechwood?
No. These are not
No,
peachwood
those are all-
logs.
Those are all to the east.
I know. just asking.
You may not cheese my quest.
Ooh, beechwood. Yeah, we'll stay farther away from
Okay.
that
If
southwest
you guys
wall.
wanted, what I could do really quick, since you guys are coming from the north, is I could give you an idea of what you're seeing at night. Not that any of you can really see.
Yeah, only Ishino probably has.
Yeah, but I'm old, so my eyesight's limited to like 20 feet in front of me unless I have my glasses.
Jeez.
Age is just a number.
No, I didn't know.
A very large number in my case.
Ooh, I see everything.
Yeah, a very large number. 60.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah, I
sun's
can
still
see it.
setting, so some of you guys can see a little bit. But like these are large lumber piles.
Like we wouldn't be able to see through them technically, right? Like they would probably,
Yeah.
because I think you said they were 15 feet high. Okay.
The wall's about 15 feet high. The lumber piles are about 15 feet high also, yeah. So,
Okay.
I literally can't see anything.
nice.
Looks really good, guys.
Good map.
Yep. I'll describe
okay.
it to you, blind people. There's a big lumber pile here, and one turned sideways this way, and another one here, and the wall is here, and the gate is here, and you're all standing up here.
Around 70 feet away, Ishino.
Being on the edge
To
of the
what?
map, Ishino's like 40 feet
To the
from
wall, sorry. To the wall.
Wall's about 40 feet. Like if you follow the edge of my cursor, I'll trace the wall for you.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And the doors are over here.
So I guess we want to be further than this.
I imagine so. This is
Yes.
just where the edge of the map is.
Maybe
At
like
least
what,
a couple hundred feet away.
Yeah.
200 feet or something.
By the way, no one think too deeply into why I have a map of this place.
Oh, too late.
Do not worry about it. There's no reason.
I'm gonna worry about it. Did we?
Players are supposed to come here in book 3 when they're level 10.
Those faceless creatures we learned about.
The
Did we learn anything about their? Yeah, did we learn anything about their weaknesses?
Nope. Not that you're aware of.
Okay.
All right, camp out for the night. Keep
Okay.
watches.
I am going to need watch rolls for tonight.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Woohoo! Oh, how useful I'm gonna be if I don't use light.
Yeah, you guys don't have any light sources set up, so Ishino's really
All
the only one who's
ears.
any effective.
Yep.
Dice, work with me. Stop falling off my table. Perfect.
No moonlight tonight.
There's some moonlight, not a ton.
Oh, I've learned my lesson looking at the moon.
You sure?
Saying that there's a little bit of dancing going on.
Give me 1 minute. Just one moment.
Should have stayed 300 feet away, guys. Oops.
Perhaps.
201 would have done it.
We probably should have done like a survival or a stealth roll to hide our camp.
Pity.
I mean, it probably was like terrible even walking the 200 feet when most of us can't see shit.
True.
Just difficult terrain the whole way.
Yeah. Isn't there something in Kingmaker like camouflage camp or something?
Yes. That is a specific camping activity. And we'll do not. Okay. For zero particular reason, I'm going to ask you guys to place where you're camping yourselves. Don't question it. Don't even worry about it.
I think Ishin will be the one.
That looks
to...
good.
I don't.
I have no idea where I'm at.
Ishin will lead us to the
There's like
light.
a rocky outcropping here with some bigger rocks that might be a little more hidden.
The trail is here.
Okay, I'll follow.
Oh, so I'm just right next to
There's
the
a
trail.
there's a tree here for you, Zion. I know you like
Alright.
trees.
Do you want to be
Thank
up in
you.
the tree again?
Yes, please.
All right.
And I have low light, so I could.
It's been like 3 days since that happened.
Since what, Co?
Since he took the mental damage like 3 days ago.
Yes, yeah, you should all be at full health right here. And are you still in the tree during your watch, Cyan?
Yeah, I will be.
Okay.
Whose watch are we currently on?
Cyan's. So, late night.
Armor is stowed.
3 in the morning or so. 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah, put yourselves unconscious. There's no need to worry.
Here we go again.
Oh, except me, sorry.
Yeah, not
Should be
yourself,
unconscious.
Cyan.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yep.
if you
Unless you-
want to sleep
maybe.
through your watch.
there you go.
Please don't do that.
You're
I'm
you're
awake.
more than welcome to.
I'm awake.
I have no idea how to actually add it.
If you right-click on your token, there's that little man
Yeah.
with spiky aura around him.
Mm-hmm.
That's your conditions.
There.
All right. Goodness gracious.
Oh,
Me,
gosh.
oh my.
Hit me with it.
Oh, you die. What?
You are making new characters, all of you.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh,
Oh boy, here we go again.
As your watch is just going normally, Cyan. You don't see anything, you don't hear anything, you don't smell anything for sure.
Figure point, yes!
Very important.
Of course goes.
can I use stealth on this one?
I'm gonna say no because you're keeping watch.
Got it. No worries.
Your focus is very much on keeping watch on everything.
Gotcha. Oh wait, did they roll perception?
One time he breaks 20s when he's sleeping.
Oh, he did. Yeah, that's right.
No worries, Ishino. It did not change your position at all. Okay. Well. Fantastic. I gotta look something up real quick. Gotta figure out how many actions it takes to do this.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it.
And I didn't notice anything, sense anything.
Nope.
I'm caught unaware. Sorry,
And
guys.
whoever is here does not need light. Alright, so we'll go ahead and go with that ruling for now. Can they really fail to grab you if you're unconscious?
He rolled over at the last second.
There you go. It is really funny that there's nothing preventing someone from getting auto grabbed if they're unconscious. It's very funny. Yeah, they'll focus on doing that. Walk over here.
I'm imagining a crit failure on a grapple and they just like land on top of you.
Ko, if you could give me a perception check at the start of your turn, please.
Oh yeah, +2. Here we go. Boop. Not 20.
Oh! You called it.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Wow, that might have just saved someone's life.
His phoenix senses were tingling.
Yeah, Ko, you're not exactly sure why. You don't really ever interact with it, but something inside of you cries out. Danger! Danger! Get up, Ko!
Oh shit. So I know kind of where everyone's sleeping.
Yeah, you can barely, as you like roll over and blink the sleep from your eyes, trying to get accustomed to the darkness, you can just barely see what look to be two humanoid creatures crouched over Gaius at the moment. Where are you putting the light?
I will put it
You can also attach it to someone, don't forget. Perfect.
right there.
Put it right on top of Gaius's eyes.
Cyan, you barely even notice as all of a sudden light appears right at the bottom of the tree, almost blinding you.
Gaius, wake up!
Oh, you up?
The faceless. And I have 1 action left.
You do indeed.
You could kick somebody awake too, maybe.
Oh yeah, I am right next to it. I'll like kick Kuramori.
Absolutely.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Under attack.
Cyan,
And
you
I'm
can...
still prone.
Yeah, Cyan, Ko, now Kuramori, you guys can clearly see in the light that has been created 2 humanoid figures. They look like a regular person, maybe just long nails, very slender arms. They almost look like they don't have any real muscle mass, but no face. Just a blank slate where there is not a single feature.
Faceless.
I am going to say, Cyan and these creatures, you're going to become dazzled for a round, simply because you were in complete and utter darkness before all of a sudden a bright light appeared right in front of you
Ow.
that you weren't expecting.
And is it supposed to be this kind of dark still?
Yeah, that's just the
Jericho,
light
sorry.
effect. Are you able to see everything?
Barely.
It's still pretty dark.
It's like all dim light, but we're all I'm unconscious. Still dim
Right.
light.
There is
I can
20
see
feet of bright
everything.
light around the dancing light. It just has a funny animation on it that I think I'm gonna just turn off.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
I
see
don't
it.
see. Yeah, I don't see the 20 feet of bright light. Basically,
Really?
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
that's what I'm
getting
saying.
nothing right now.
I am getting low light kind of vision, but not bright light.
So
I am getting the full vision. So
okay, can you see these guys?
Oh no, I see it. Okay. I don't know why I click my token and suddenly I see everything.
That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're not selected on your token. So
I didn't know I
yep.
needed to do that. Sorry.
yeah. So if I just because I want to, if I put the now I'm not gonna put the animation back on. That's an annoying animation to look at. I'm gonna just change the animation for this token in general to put like torch animation on it because that's fun.
And sorry, what does Dazzle do?
Dazzled makes it's a DC 5 flat check to target anything. You're effectively everything is concealed to you.
Okay, DC 5. Okay. Thanks.
Yep. And Ko, that ends your
was my
turn, yes?
Yeah, I'm still prone.
All right. That is going to bring us to one more of these guys. Oh, my game's lagging all of a sudden. Uh-oh. Rushing up through the darkness next to Gaius. Seeing this light now that you're all awake. Yeah, he'll go ahead and just stab at the unconscious Gaius on the ground. Why not? Since it's easier to take away a body if they know it's not going to wake up.
No.
Yes. Because you are asleep, Gaius, you are just barely going to take the hit for 5 points of piercing damage.
That wakes him up.
Oh, absolutely, that wakes you up.
The fuck?
Because you wake up to a spear in your abdomen.
Spear,
Just
it's
making
super
sure.
bright. She's like, what is this?
It's craziness.
You have like 3 people all without a face just facing down at you. This is a nightmare. This isn't real.
You hear people shouting, "The face! Wake up, guys!"
Cyan, that brings us to you.
All right. Who was the one who stabbed
Uh,
guys?
this one.
This one is
Okay.
not dazzled.
Correct.
Ah, damn.
Well, what I should also effectively say, these guys
Yeah,
can't be
they don't
dazzled.
have eyes.
They don't have eyes. They don't have a face.
It's true.
So,
I am gonna recall knowledge
sure.
and in the brightness of this light, try to find their weaknesses.
Absolutely. Oh, unfortunately, you failed by one.
All right.
Not quite certain. They're human, or at least humanoid as far as you're aware. So, theoretically, they shouldn't have any weaknesses, but they also don't have a face. So, you can't really be certain.
Oh, that's true. Okay, second action, I'm gonna try, since I know they don't have eyes, right?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna shout out from the branch, "Hey, over here!" Kind of create a diversion.
Sure, yeah. Go for it. Absolutely a success.
Okay.
As you try and distract them, they will become off guard to you. I'm also assuming, since you were on watch, you had a weapon in hand.
Yes, exactly. I have it ready.
Yeah.
And I'm hidden to
Mhm.
them. Yeah,
So-
or is it just to the target?
It is all creatures.
Okay.
Every creature within an area whose perception DC is less than your result.
Nice. I am gonna hit the one that hit
I figured.
Gaius. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I don't
Now,
want to do that.
let me go ahead and put the concealed condition on him so that it will, since you are dazzled right now, and that should make it so
Yep.
when you roll to attack, it auto rolls the flat check.
Nice.
Fantastic. Succeeded the flat check
Yeah.
and got a crit on him from above.
Incoming nuclear strike damage.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Oh, that's not hurt.
Ooh.
No, it's not.
15 points of damage does still hurt, and takes him near death.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and then I still have one action? No.
No, you recall knowledge to create a diversion shot.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, thanks.
All right. End of your turn, you're going to lose the dazzled condition. Ishino, if you want to give a perception check to try and wake up. Yeah, easy enough for you to get up here. You hear the commotion. Things are going on. You're getting ambushed at night again.
I'm gonna start sleeping in the trees. I think.
Join
Very
Sai up
useful.
there.
I'm gonna stand up,
All right.
and this one looks pretty beat up already.
Oh, yeah. Go punch him. You don't need your weapon.
No, I'm just gonna. You see some magic radiate from him, and he's going to
Ooh.
Bzzzt, try
Ah,
and get these two.
Oh,
very nice. Yeah, we'll start with the one closest. He is going to succeed.
man, I was expecting electric arc from the gunslinger.
And the one further away is going to nat 20.
This is why we don't do spells.
I'm
Learned our
very
lesson.
sorry.
DC 19 isn't nothing.
Half damage is still enough to kill the one that Cyan shot, though. As they take the arrow and kind of stumble backwards. The stumble kind of knocks them out of the way of your electricity slightly, but it does still scorch across the front of their chest burning through their armor, and they collapse down into the bushes, no longer moving. But the other one manages to, not even looking at you, simply just kind of duck a little closer to Gaius and get out of the way of the lightning.
All right.
All right. That is going to bring us to the final of these creatures.
Oh, nar.
Unfortunately, they do have to use 2 actions to come running up to you, Gaius, but hey, get stabbed again, idiot. No, I missed. No!
Wow.
No, dice! Don't do this to me, dice!
I'm awake now.
As you roll out of the way, I imagine hand reaching for your blade, as a 4th of these creatures comes running up, replacing the one that just collapsed to the ground and stabs towards you.
There won't be 3 attacks of opportunity when you see
Kuramori, your turn.
Let's hope they don't. I'm going to stand up.
Sure.
And I'm going to call upon Tsukio's power again and cast Moonbeam.
All right.
Eat.
Hey, can you guys
holy magic.
Stop critting them, please?
No.
Oh, that's your
3d6 fired. Oh, poop.
It is doubled, thankfully. So 16
have
fire
silver.
damage.
Come on, silver weakness. No, okay.
No. No weakness to silver. And I'm not even going to bother putting Dazzled on them. Since Dazzled will do absolutely nothing. You've surmised.
You do a 4th 18
Yeah.
in a row. That is the question.
Alright, guys, you're up. The one who just tried to stab you just caught fire from Kuramori.
Well, I am going to pour invulnerability first on him.
Sure. Yeah,
Personal.
you're pretty confident these guys do not have any weaknesses.
That is a manipulate. He doesn't get attacked, right?
Nope.
Okay, good. Yes.
Either way,
Guess you have that gauntlet. You can just punch him.
It's weird
I
how
am-
that's a manipulate.
grabbing my blade,
Sure.
two-handed, and I'll swing at him.
Go for it.
You're not gonna stand up.
He doesn't have the
If I
action.
stand up, I can't attack.
It's only a -2. That's a hit.
That is gutsy.
14 points of damage. Second one easily dead to your blade. And
This is why you have that. That's why you have the gauntlet, man.
I don't sleep with it on.
Oh, okay.
fair. That is going to bring us to the 2 who are next to you. Gaius, I mean, they're all right next to you. They've got a spear ready. They're just going to try and knock you unconscious. It's their best shot here, seeing how strong you guys are, is take a hostage. So, to do that, they need an almost corpse near them.
Yeah.
So, they're just going to stab you 3 times each.
Oh no.
I mean, this is only fair, right?
Oh.
It's 12 points of piercing damage from the first stab. Don't worry, the rest are going to miss. Oh, would you look at that? Their final strike is going to deal 4 more piercing damage. And the next guy, who's going to keep piling in the stabs. But unfortunately, you roll out of the way a lot.
Like, I don't want to get stabbed a lot.
Why not?
And he's like, you can't hit me.
He's just firemen rolling back and forth on the ground.
I'm also poking with my sword.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm like using it as a bat it out of the way.
Go as you watch this interesting spectacle. You're up.
Alrighty. seem to have good reflexes. There's a reflex save for the electric ward, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah. One of them crit succeeded by +6.
You rolled a nat 20.
That means that's a 20.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll just try it. I'll cast Floating Flame,
Ooh, all right.
and I'll place the square here.
Sounds good. I'm apparently rolling really well on saves and really poorly on attacks tonight.
So it takes 5 fire damage.
All right.
And then my third action will be to sustain it to move it.
You cannot sustain a spell in the turn you cast it. I do not
Can you not?
believe. Let me just check and confirm. Because otherwise you'd effectively be able to make the guy you cast it on
I think the spell says you
affect
can't.
twice.
The spell says a given creature can only take damage once per round.
Ah, I see. So theoretically, the whole point is sustain. A spell lasts until the end of your next turn, and if you use sustain, that extends it a further turn. I think I'm gonna say I'm not seeing right now an exact ruling on it. I'm going to say for now, though, no sustaining a spell the turn it's cast.
Okay.
But I will research that a bit further between sessions.
Guess then with my last action, I'll stand up.
Oh,
All right.
that would mean you wouldn't be able to do the second attack with spiritual armament.
Right, you only make one attack with spiritual armament per turn. You wouldn't be using it to make multiple attacks on a turn. I will do some more research on spiritual armament after session, but for now, we're going to go with this ruling. Cyan,
Yeah.
up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a recall knowledge again, this time on their notable offensive abilities.
Notable offensive abilities. I'm not sure if it could really be considered an offensive ability, but you are aware Noporobo have the ability to transform their faceless self into the face of a creature they have touched recently in order to better impersonate them.
Alright, I'll remind everyone of that since we've been told that. I think we know that from previously. And attack the one that's, again, the one that hit Gaius.
Oh, well, the one who hit Gaius would be this one to the north, who's in the flaming sphere.
Oh, that one then.
Okay.
I don't like them hurting my friend.
How dare you?
No cover because you're up in the tree.
Yep. Thank you for that.
That's a hit.
Right.
All right. 9 points of damage. This guy is pretty injured after that shot, but not quite dead.
Then one more.
All right. Unfortunately, an 11 is going to miss.
I'll hero point that.
Much better. Miss into a hit.
There you go. Still with sneak attack.
All right, 7 more points of damage. That is absolutely going to do enough to finish off this Noburobo in front of you. And, that's going to bring us to you, Ishino, with only one of these guys left standing.
All right, I'm going to grab my crossbow, pick it up off the ground.
Sure.
Shoot.
All right.
He's probably got cover.
From where you are, no. Cyan's up in the tree, so he's not in the way.
And I'm laying down.
Yeah, and tree trunks don't exist in my rulings here, so...
One of you's on the ground, one of you's up top. It's,
Yep.
Clear path.
Your path. Very cool.
Oh!
Oh,
Maybe I should have given him
no.
cover. That wouldn't crit that way.
Huh.
Alright, goodbye.
Oh gosh.
Bolt through the
Jeepers.
non-face.
Crazy powers.
He goes flying like 3 feet back.
And I go back to sleep.
I love this character choice.
Ishino sees faceless goons come up and just attack the party. Gets woken up by the sound of the fight breaking out. Shoots one of them in the face after casting a little lightning, and then just goes back to sleep.
Yeah, I think Ishino wasn't ever really awake, and he probably thinks this is a nightmare.
He just walked up. Where's my this? All right, enough.
Fantastic.
I'll gonna do a treat wounds on guys there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You were like a pincushion down there, guys.
Oh, only 6.
Trees from now on.
Told ya. Can you check those bodies? See if they have like, I don't know, anything on them? Instructions, letters.
Oh,
They've got a spear and the armor they're wearing, and that's it.
we could sell those. I'll cast a 2-action heal on guys as well.
Sure.
Just to tap them off.
You guys are stealing the armor and spears that they have? Or not?
I just would say so because we need funds.
Might also be good for... Don't we have to help the town?
Right.
Wasn't
Yeah.
the guard asking
Yeah,
for
we have to
stuff?
craft some
Yeah, we-
spears,
yeah, we
so
can sell
just
weapons.
Give them already crafted spears.
The only thing
Yeah.
to keep in mind, you guys do not have a spacious pouch right now, so you don't really have a lot of overall bag space to hold things with. So I'd say
We
you
can pile it here and remember it.
Yeah, I'd say you can
afterwards,
sort of
right?
pile this stuff, remember it, but just something to keep in mind.
Yep.
You may want to be careful about that.
We could take the heads off the corpses of these, put them on the spears so nobody comes near us while we're sleeping.
Okay. Whoa there.
Whoa, hey, slow down.
Let's
asleep, but he
let's
doesn't
calm
actually say
down.
that.
I think
I don't know. Hiking head sounds pretty good right about now.
This guy's a
Shit
little
was
upset.
Nightmare. Breeze.
Tired of getting woken up in the middle of the night for a fight.
And no ugly cute to kind of save us this time.
Did they come from the direction of the camp? Like, I don't know if this map is...
This map is
Where we are in
effectively
relation.
facing north right now, so they came from the west, which is not the direction of the camp.
Okay.
But, I
mean, we were asleep, so they could have
yeah,
snuck
that
up
only
on us,
says
but-
so much.
Another attempt by them to abduct us. Don't know why.
All right. Well, as you all head back to sleep, a bit more vigilant this time, that is where we're going to go ahead and end the session for tonight.
Yep, Ishin was already asleep.
So, thank you all so much for showing up. I do so hope you enjoyed the session. And I'll see you all next week.
Yep. I'm swapping my spells out already.
Yeah, I like seeing your new toys with the moonbeam and all these new thingy-majigs that everyone has.